What's up guys, welcome back to another video. It's Alexi here. So in this video I wanted to talk about taking responsibility for your choices and actions and stuff like that, thoughts. So when it comes to actions, thoughts and everything, behaviors here, a lot of people kind of wallow in negativity after they do something, and they sometimes like even do something bad, or they like have a negative thought, and then the problem is people keep wallowing in that feeling, and thought like, oh, I did this bad thing or that. Sometimes you need to alchemize and transmute things, of course, and have to have a memory come up, and then you have to clean it out. And this obviously, everything in my channel pretty much relates to God, and God will help you with all of these things, clearing yourself out and everything. But if you don't have God in your life yet anyway, then like a lot of people just end up in these states where they just wallow in negativity constantly, and they kind of have these, like, doesn't matter if it's like actions, thoughts, feelings, they wallow in this feeling constantly instead of like think about what you could be grateful for. Think about more positive things in your life, like what's going good, what do you have, like let's say you have some food, you have a nice roof, simple things like that. You can exercise, like you can pursue your dreams, whatever it is for you. For example, that's positive, because that's going to already put you in a more positive mind state. Is when you're thinking about positive things and gratefulness and everything, whether it's writing down, just thinking about what you're grateful for in your heart, breathing into your heart, because your heart is also a living thing, and just, thanking your body for working the way it does, just small things like these are already gonna enhance your positivity in your life. And you have to, like, automatically, when you notice like negative thoughts come up, you have to kind of like maybe take a few breaths. Even if you're busy at work or whatever, take a few breaths, take a few moments here and there, just have a few deep breaths and release energy, like in through your nose and out through your mouth. That way you can release energy wherever you're at. And if you can, you should do like a meditation, maybe like 15 minutes, even 10 minutes, like sometimes 5 minutes, even if you just don't have the time. Always, like, literally, it helps so much when you just like recenter and stop. When you're like overworking and you're overstressed and whatever it is that you happen to be feeling. And like when it comes to like actions as well, we all have choices in life. Like whatever we think about, what we think about our reality, what we think about our actions, or what we decide to do, is like, that's all up to you. Like, I can choose to record this video or go sleep, I can meditate, I can listen to music, I can go for a walk, I could do another gym workout, I could do whatever. There's a lot of timeline, you could say, choices you have in life. There are infinite possibilities of choices you have in life that you could pick from, and what you do does indeed determine where you're gonna be, what path you end up taking. Because if you're very negative and you go with a lot of negative people and do negative actions, you're gonna go down that path. If you decide to follow God and seek God, that's also a path that God doesn't force you to follow him or seek him. He wants you, of course, if you're willing to come, but like, he doesn't force anybody to do anything. So whatever you choose, if you choose to be positive, live in the light, chase God and seek God, that's your choice. And if you decide to do bad actions, that's also your choice. Whether you decide to like hook up, whether you decide to like chase after the wrong people, be around the wrong people, be in bad environments, all of these are choices. And that's the problem. It's like, when you're going and making these negative choices, it's going to affect your life negatively. A lot of people maybe don't realize sometimes that their actions do have consequences, and it does matter what actions you do take in life. Like, I can take certain good actions, or I cannot take certain good actions. Like, maybe I can help somebody out very easily just by like helping them with this video, for example, or something like that. Being generous, you can be generous in different ways and give in different ways. It doesn't have to be money specifically. It could be like, I don't know, smiling at somebody, maybe spreading positivity, helping somebody, commenting something nice maybe on somebody's video, uplifting somebody, motivating somebody. Like, there's many ways to give. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a money thing. It could be like energy, positive energy, giving it out to the world, giving good advice to somebody, like positive truths to somebody, to learn from, motivating somebody through your experiences, things like these. Like, all of these are actions, and we choose every day what we do. Like, do you choose to be positive and do all these things, give out to the world positively, or do you decide to be negative in your life, think about negative things, do negative actions, and so on? These are all choices. Like, we definitely have choices in life. Even if God does orchestrate a lot of things in our lives, we do still have choices to make. Like, what do we eat? How much do we eat? Simple things. What clothes do you put on? What things do you want to do? Like, in your life, of course, there's things that are more preordained for you to do, certainly in your path, that are for you, that are best for you. But like, everybody has a choice, and that's what I wanted to say in this video is you have a choice, and you have a choice with your thoughts as well, and everything you feel. Sometimes feelings and thoughts do come up for you to kind of clear them out. You know, sometimes I have a thought and it comes up and I have to connect, like, okay, that thing, and then release that outcome as something, transmute it maybe to art, maybe just to clean it out of my system and release the energy behind it, you know, forgive something or let go of something, like a thought or a feeling that I used to feel about something. And that's something you're gonna have to go through sometimes. So, but still, like, even if these things do come up, you can still choose to always be positive as much as possible and be grateful and everything else positive, instead of feeling negative about things and, you know, crying about everything. Of course, there's definitely, you know, events in life that, you know, like, let's say somebody dies or whatever happens to you, that's like, it's gonna provoke a reaction out of you, like sadness or maybe anger and so on. And it's okay to like feel things out, but once you like feel something out, just let it go, kind of like let it flow through you, the emotion that comes up. Like, okay, maybe I feel sad, okay, let that go, just let it flow through me and let it go, like let that energy transmute out of me, and then I can go back into a positive state more fast. If you hold it in and you don't let it go, that's probably the worst thing you could do, is when you're holding things and you don't let it. So the most important thing is to let things go. And that's how you can also help get rid of these thoughts and feelings that are negative for you and get back into a positive state always. So yeah, that's important as well. That's pretty much all I wanted to say in this video. I hope this helps. God bless you. If you'd like to donate, there's a link in the description. One-on-one calls as well in the description if you'd like one and need help on your journey. If there's a will, there's a way. God bless. Thank you for watching.